I don't really need water on me right now, so I dispose all water. Hmm. I don't know if I really need the gathering thing just yet. Like it would be an improvement, but I don't think it's worth it right now. At least not until I have the copter at least. It's in, but like the MK5 of that. But to do that, you need to go to deep desert to get that material, and then you're gonna need to go to the radioactive area to get that. With that one, it's like you got to still go to radioactive one. I guess like something else I do need is like to go to some of the science stations, but I've already got missions to get up to science stations at the north of the map. One is for a skill tree, and the other one which I can't remember. Or is the one I'm thinking of just there? Um, I know. But yeah, that one's to go into that, and then this one I had like more side missions. I do have a lot more. Crack that for side missions for now, and then on map. I think it is it this one? Not that one. That one. Okay. I guess while it's dark, I can quickly run over this way and grab some water. I forgot my belt's broken. Something I can do while I wait for like the last few bits to be made. There is. Let's see. I'm going to just quickly fill up my water this way and then pull up this and... I don't know where I find the second scientist, because I only like found the scientist at the end of the private service. I don't know who I go to about the second level, but I guess it's going to be in Hacko Village. I'm going to look for heals, but it's a nice hotbar. Just like trying to work out like what I want to do. There's a lot of things, and I know I gotta do my belt. I might repair. Okay, somehow made it in the building with that one. I'm gonna repair my belt, but what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna make a new one soon because it's pre-cooked. Very close. Just need 5 more of those. Like I just about have enough of the diamondite dust. So, let's see. If I were to go on to this and that. Forgot about that. I'll think about that later. I say that, but how my memory is, we'll see if I remember anything. Like, when I have like something in my head, like a confirmed date, I can be a bit more like accurate on it. When it's stuff like things I gotta remember on the fly or remember where I'm at, that's where I struggle the most. Yeah, I love when like I just got like a message from like Twitch where like it's like you're your own top clipper, and I'm like, probably because I've been clipping. I just gotta wait for 2 more aluminium. I'll make that, make the flying one, drop off some items too. Do not redeem. But yeah, so I've been thinking about switching to blur from Tangia for the sound effects, right? But I'm worried. I don't know if blur has all the sound effects I want. But also then again, Tangia doesn't have all the ones I want. Because I know like blur has like I'm a Reddit moderator and I used to be a part of the LSF fails subreddit. Yeah, that clip, and it's like I'm like, oh, I could technically have that as like a sound level. I don't know how that works, like having blurt ones versus Tangia. Because Tangia just lets me have like unlimited. I can just keep on adding on sound ones. But it's like I've realized if I have too many redeems, then it's like it's the balance act of people having to either have like their favorite ones that they've kind of chosen, or something else. Okay. And with this, yeah, and then I guess I haven't got chroma. No. I don't know, is that changing anything? Luckily, I do have fuel. Oh God, it feels so good to have this back. I feel really happy to have this back. Right now, instead of having to constantly dodge obstacles or going up long paths to get to stuff, I can just like breeze along and vulture mode and not have to worry about fuel efficiency because where I have to go now is going to be like overly fuel guzzling. If I wanted to be on top of that, I could without a problem. But I swear, I'm not addicted. A few days into the server and I'm already got myself a copter. I swear. Like, I think it's taken me about 5 to 7 days to get a copter. Uh, Not every day, but some days doing about 8 hours. Some days doing less. Like, for example, I remember the starting bit being like a lot quicker. I saw that we had this. I guess he has changed his base around. Originally had a staircase that was like there. I guess he's doing stuff. Uh, what I'll do is inside this one, I'll put some stuff, and then I'll put some stuff in the chest next to it. I don't know if he has his stuff organized. I give him some pumps because you need the pumps to make the wings for the copter, so at least he'll have that. And yeah, it's not too bad to be honest. So Frankie, are you currently on Forza? Or are you doing some more Yu-Gi-Oh? The thing is, like, I think like after stream, I'm probably gonna go on to Duel Masters because I kind of want to like learn properly like how to use some of the decks I got. Like the Dark Magician one, I've got the most experience using right now. But it's like my experience with using it though is being like adding some Forza. The thing is, when I was playing with like the Dark Magician deck, like when I played against you, that was like my 7th time trying out that deck. But I like that one though because it was used a bit more things I was a bit more aware of, stuff like fusion monsters and ritual monsters. Like I was more comfortable on that than when it comes like I think on some XC summons the idea is that you don't need a fusion card or something like that, but it takes like 2 base materials. That's like I think it's either same level or something like that. And like with rush duels, I kind of got confused when you were like explaining to me how rush duels worked. I was like, they're going like, I don't know what you would have mean by something about normal summons or something. It was. I was like, I wasn't too sure exactly what that meant. Cause like, when it comes to some like the sort of like Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, like rush duels, I literally didn't know rush duels were a thing until it was literally like I think when I first talked to you about the idea of like potentially playing with you with some like Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I re-downloaded Duel Links, and while I was playing Duel Links, I was just kind of confused because I was there going like, so it was trying to put me through a tutorial for XC summons and a tutorial for tuners, tuner monsters, and also for XC summons. Don't know why I couldn't climb up there. I was getting basically like tutorials and links, link about that, and I'm just like trying to think about it. I'm like, they're going like, okay, so with ritual monsters, you play a card, you sacrifice, so you remove from play, whichever way it is, and then you can summon a ritual monster. It was something along those lines. Even in the original Yu-Gi-Oh, I didn't really use ritual or fusion monsters often. In GX decks, I tended to use a bit more fusion monsters, but that's when a fusion was like kind of brought out. And then it's like tuners. I did see a bit of 5D, so I understood a little bit. But like I understand you have like a fusion material monster, like a tuner monster, which can be used as like the thing to make it with something else. I don't know if you need a spell card to do it, or if you can just use the tuner as like the thing to do a tuner monster. I can't remember that. It's been like too long for me for that one. Yeah, it's like someone said to me about the XYZ summons were basically just there. You didn't need to use a card, that you could just basically go, oh, I got 2 4-star monsters there. I got confused with link monsters because when I was going against you, it keeps on asking me about making a link monster. But like the link monster it asked me to make, like the link monster it keeps on asking me to make, I couldn't see like a defense score or anything, and I keep on wanting to sacrifice my dark magician, or like my fusion dark magician thing. So I was like, they're going like, I don't know why it keeps on asking
Sector
me
weather
to
alert. A large sandstorm
sacrifice
is approaching.
a card, like a card I got on field already that's already 3,000, and it's like show me like the link or whatever monster is like, oh, it's got 12 attack or something, and I'm like, okay, but like, why do I want to sacrifice something that has like 3,000 attack to summon something that has 12,000 attack? Yeah, like I was getting confused because like I was also then like when it came to the link one, I was getting confused even more because it was like it was asking me constantly to like sacrifice one of my stronger monsters, and I'm like again I don't know why I'd want to do that. I was like reading his effects slightly, and it was saying something about like, oh, if you got a dark magician on the field,
Sector weather
then it
alert.
could do
A
blah
large
blah blah.
sandstorm
And
is
I'm again
approaching.
like, but why would I? Like I don't have Dark Magician out on the field, and like I don't understand like what the benefit for me is to kill or to destroy something which is like pretty useful for me right now. I'm assuming you just can't put Link monsters in defense mode. I was hoping at some point to have a few duels with you, but like have it in a way where like it's kind of like we kind of where I can like ask you any questions I'm not sure about. It's like that, or I'll end up like just watching like some probably asking like ChatGPT or something. Uh, where I'll basically just be like, yeah, so like, why? Yeah, it's just like when I don't know something, I tend to just ask ChatGPT. Oh, ads playing. When it comes to it, it's just like there's like aspects of Yu-Gi-Oh that I do enjoy. It's just that like I get confused because it's like it's been quite a long time. Like if I were to like ask my phone quickly,
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
if I do Google, how long ago did Yu-Gi-Oh GX last air?
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX last aired its final episode on March 26, 2008, which was just over 18 years ago.
It's like 18 years ago. Uh, Jesus, it's been a while. And now I ask the more terrifying question. When did the original Yu-Gi-Oh series end?
The original anime series, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Asterisk, concluded its Japanese run on September 29, 2004, after 224 episodes. The English dub finished airing in North America on June 10, 2006.
It's like 20 years ago for us. I think we got around about the same time. Uh, I find that's like the scariest thing about age. It's like when you uh, sort of see how long ago it's been since things have gone by. It's like I had something for like Tamagotchi where like I basically like wanted to get Tamagotchis again out of nowhere, and it's like one of the Tamagotchis I got. I don't know if I can find it. Um, Need that. Just trying to spray that I need. I was debating buying one, but I found one. I think I was going to find it in that drawer. I select my phone again. How long ago since the first Tamagotchi?
The first Tamagotchi was released in Japan on November 23, 1996, which was 29 years ago.
Gonna drink some water. The 29. When did it come to Europe and the rest of the Western countries?
The Tamagotchi officially launched in the United States and Europe in May 1997, about 6 months after its Japanese debut.
Like, Tamagotchis is literally a year older than me. Since them being available. It's like, for example, I've actually got a Tamagotchi from 1997. And I've also got the 20-year reunion of something like that, like something like I got one where it was like I don't know if it was from like the company being a certain amount of years old or something like that, or like what it was, right? But like I basically got a thing where it's like I got a few of them where it was like, congratulations for X amount of years since like they got made or something like that. It's like stuff like that just makes me feel old. Tell me an item that is about 20 years old today, if not within this week.
The Bose Quiet Comfort 3 noise-cancelling headphones officially hit the market 20 years ago this week, on June 15, 2006.
Can you give me a more nostalgic item that's going to be turning about 20 years or so around about now?
The Nintendo DS Lite launched in North America and Europe 20 years ago this month, June 2006. It took the handheld gaming world by storm with its sleeker, brighter design and iconic...
Oh, the DS Lite is getting to 20 years. I remember having the original DS. Like, I think I still have one. I've got like the DS, DSi, got two DSi's. I had a DS Lite, but like, the screen snapped off. I got a 3DX XL Pokemon Y edition, or like one. Oh, I just realized it has a chest up there. Like, the most annoying thing about these enemies is when they do like the charge attack. I keep also forgetting. I believe Frankie, aren't you? Because I used to think you were younger than me, Frankie, but apparently you're a year older than me. Are there any more enemies, or is that all of them? That looks to be all of them. I'll just take their blood. Like, I dropped off the items I wanted to give to BB. Because I always assume that most people, unless like I know they're older than me, I tend to assume most people are younger than me, or I feel like a majority of the people are going to be younger than me. Like, there's only, like, odd occasions where I know someone's older than me. In the case of, like, for example, Merc, Shizu, Boka, and I think Coco's mentioned that she's older than me. And then, like, I know Frankie is, because he said his birthday was, like, the year after mine, or the year before mine. So then it's just, like, beyond that, I just assume everyone else is, just, like, just a lot younger. There you go, and then don't really need anything from here, to be honest, except for maybe their blood. It was handy, I guess. I just like how in this area, like, a lot of it I can just kind of, like, walk up to this one and go, like, beep, dead. Oh yeah, yeah. I love the skill difference you get between, like, the southern basin and here. Actually, I guess they got the sand, like flower sand, that's useful. I guess that's something useful from them. Because like when BB first came up here, like I was like, it made me think about it. Cause like, you go from here, where you've got like occasionally a shielded enemy with one knife guy out of like an entire like one of these like strongholds. Then you go north slightly, and then suddenly all knife guys have shields, and the machine gun people may or may not have shields. Hi again, Lauren. You doing good? I just love the skill difference. You get like here where like you can get by with using a gun for most things, minus like one enemy in a location, and that's about it. Like, in certain locations. Then you go here, and it's just like sort of like, oh yeah, so we've like upped the amount of shields by like tenfold. Now we might have one or two enemies that aren't shielded. And it kind of like continues, but like you do get different enemy types, right? So I don't know why there's quicksand right there. But it's just stuff like then you get, for example, when you go to like the eastern shield wall and stuff, and they start having like poison darts. I hope you enjoy your time in WoW. My only experience, I have a very little experience of WoW. Like I think I played for about 2 hours. It's like the biggest like thing with me is with any MMO is when it has like a kind of subscription based online service. It's always like a kind of rub against me. Like it always rubs me the wrong way. It's like I was asked by two people now like about going on to like Final Fantasy, right? Like 14, and it's like I know Final Fantasy 14 has a subscription based like as a subscription based MMO, which then makes me just not want to go on to it just for that alone. But I don't want to pay out monthly for something I may not use. At least like that's normally what my headscape is for it. So BB, I dropped off a sword for you. There you go. Do that, and then also oh, there's also that as well. Psych House is so I made now I've got this thing. Like, I got this. I see I didn't paint two of the wings. I also maybe gave you some industrial pumps is what the wings use to get those made. The switch this back out and then there you go. And then I don't really like how that one looks. That's the full. Nah, that's a bit Barrett, I guess. I can get more skins for it by doing stuff. At least now I don't have to worry at all about certain stuff now. I can literally just like fly over wherever I want. I wonder if I should, just to be safe, but I don't want this copter to get damaged from like the environment by mistake. Let's do that so then it's like more blocked in. There you go. And then let's drop off some blood and then what do I want to do from there? I could do the next trial, but like I feel like I want to leave that for later. To be honest, I might just raid out maybe. Deposit blood and then deposit blood there. I have like stuff set to be made, and then what I could do is essentially making stuff while I go offline for a little bit, so I don't have to worry about that. I was going to make a new belt. I need to get more like that stuff. We'll do this. There you go. No, this is the one I currently got.
I'm not
gonna
sure how it typically
remake
is
that
done.
one. 'Cause my belt was like pretty damaged. I replace it because it's the same belt.
I just think maybe it's like to do with the ground not being that even.
God,
In this game, the one.
So,
Thank you. The two things in this game I hate the most, it has to be like, if it's not the, so I would say like, well, there's a few things in the game that like aren't so fun. One thing being sandstorms, when they come like every few minutes. And the other one's like dehydration, because I keep forgetting to drink. Just kind of want to make a box, but my problem is I don't know, like I don't want to have to make like a massive ramp for it as well. Like, I can do it like this, like basically make a massive foundation and then kind of use this foundation to build on top of. But how you doing, Yui? Just demolish that. Demolish that, because I'll put a incline or like stairs or something to bridge the dirt there. Good then. As long as you've had like enough sleep. Like, I saw you in, I think it was Shizu's or it was Boku's chat yesterday, saying about how you were pretty tired, or that you hadn't that you were gonna go for a nap or you're gonna go for a sleep, or like rest for a little bit. And I was like, when I saw it, it was like I didn't know how long ago your message was, but I was like there going like, oh, I kind of want to like sort of wish that he's okay. Cause I didn't know if you were just kind of like up for a long period and was tired from that, or what it was. What I'll do is I might do it like this. There you go, and then I've recently started getting the stuff for bigger manufacturing stuff, like bigger factory building stuff. So I'm like there going like I kind of wanna sort of take advantage of it. Kind of have more of a space to have the bigger stuff that's gonna hopefully take up more space, and as well as use it for like potentially bigger vehicles, because when it comes to stuff like there's a like carrier, right, and the carrier will take up like a lot of space. But I'm kind of just like wanted to get like a relatively flat inside, because one of the things I hate when it comes to like a lot of bases is when you start having the environment come into it. But there's no real like fix for that, at least not in game. So what my plan is essentially I'm going to do this, use something to deal with the inclines, potentially like smooth flooring or potentially stairs. I'll run out of granite, taking it for granite. Let's do this one. There's I think it's only Frankie got to see it, but I was showing off something at the start, but then it's not finished yet anyway. As well as like I might be doing more on top of it as well, or trying to work out more things. I think it also depends like how worth it ends up being. Because like sometimes where like I'll do something and it feels like it's like. Also, by the way, thank you for the 7 stream streak. For you. So there's some times where like I kind of don't know what exactly if I'm going to do something, if it's going to be like worth doing it, because sometimes it's like I'll do it and I'm like, maybe I should have like did it a different way. So do physical labor. Like, I would say hopefully you got paid for it, but I'm assuming it was more like at home stuff, like sort of cleaning up around home, I'd assume. For me, it's like normally I can get away with that by in the case of like bribes. I'll kind of like bribe my sister or something, so like I'll go like, hey, yeah, here's an energy drink, here's some like money. It sometimes will just work that way, but there are things that she will refuse to help me with, stuff like there's like certain rooms she doesn't want to like do, so I just end up just like bribing. If I can't bribe my sister, I bribe my nieces. It's just like with my nieces, it's like they're cheaper to bribe. Well, actually no, depending on the niece, it's either cheaper or more expensive. I get like one niece where it's like, uh, if I want to get out of doing like housework, I'll ask her to do it, and then she's like, okay, that'd be 40, 20, 30 quid. And I got like one niece where like I can just offer to get her a bag of sweets, and she'll go, yeah. Uh, don't have anyone to bribe. But that's okay, because what you do is, if you can't find anyone uh, nearby you, then you try bribing the ones making you do the stuff. It's like it's a stage process. You could just kind of essentially find willing labor, and you kind of just give them the most minimal amount that you can give them to do the work for you. It's like if you can offset your work and it doesn't affect you personally, that's probably good enough. Like, who's to say where that labor came from? Like, who's to say, like, hey, yes, I bribed a child with sweets to, like, do something for me, versus, like, having someone else with, like, here's a monster can, now do, do labor. The Victorian age really had, like, the good ideas, right? With the factories, that is. If only we could bring back the good old days of child labor. It's just like we can like reframe it, right? Because if the idea of child labor is bad, right, or forcing anyone into labor with bribes, what you do is you basically just reset it in like a different way. I'm not bribing them. I'm purchasing their services with a non-expensive monetary option. And you just like basically see like how many people it takes to actually question like exactly where like how much that labor cost. As well as another thing is if you haven't got the finance to do it, then you can try to use like connections. This is probably horrible advice, but you could also technically go and essentially try to convince them that it's actually their idea to help you because of if they do. Yeah, exactly. But I like in the olden days, the good old olden days. I feel like older every time I say that. But at the same time, like the kind of quality from the label you'd get then was, I feel like probably better because everyone had to adjust. Probably, I don't know. I'm not that ancient. It's like, I'm just saying, like, if it saves a little bit on the bills, like, it can't be too bad, right? It's got to be, like, beneficial to some extent. Heck, if they're willing to do it for said monetary value or non-monetary value, like if maybe try convincing them that a currency they like maybe try like for example you get some monopoly money, and you try convincing them that has value, because technically all money is like a kind of a trust system where everyone kind of understands like a thing of it being backed by the trust or trust that it's going to have value, and as that trust goes down, the value is affected by that. So in other words, if you could convince someone, it's like there's like a story I heard recently where it was like about I don't know where it was from. There was a guy that basically was working inside a McDonald's. Doing, I think he was probably doing something like 72 hours uh a week or something like that. Living in like a one bedroom with six other people, or like including him, six people. There's like a story I heard about recently, and it was like basically there was a family that were trying to like tell these people like, oh well, we'll help you move to Britain. You'll find yourself like after you've paid off how much you owe us for moving or like paying for you to come over to England, then you can repay it in the form of we'll just take some of your wages and stuff. And it was like in the story, it was people were just asking like, wait, why didn't like it was a McDonald's that they were working in. People were, like wondering like why was it that like no one had an idea in McDonald's about like why these people were coming to work. And like, in some cases, apparently these people were like coming to work, but it was like they couldn't even get like rides home or anything because the guy who was supposed to pick them up would forget about them. Uh, it was something I was like looking at recently. I need to change out some of these. But I don't think I can build the inclines I want, like on this bit. It's going to be like outside my sub fee for my lane. Good point, actually. We should do that more often, actually. Yeah, it's expand. Uh, yeah, in case there's like a song, the song had that as a part of the lyrics. I think that guy had some really good ideas. Something about not selling she sells on the she store. Sure. Uh, the problem with this is going to be like it's like going to have a bit of a nub. But I guess I can use like a half wall or something to fill in that spot. Because like when I heard about that story, I was like there going like sort of yeah. I'm there going like sort of yeah, it's not always best to come yeah. Just
Sector
go like
weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
just go like for example, a country is like prosperous doesn't mean it's prosperous for everyone. Uh, but if we bring back the good old days, of course, I'm not suggesting that we uh, get rid of schools and that. I just mean we make the schools have a slightly different purpose, and that purpose just happens to involve factory work, and maybe it ends up with some of them potentially working in an environment where they could get their hands stuck in a compacting machine. But as we've learnt from the Victorian age, there's always been a profit. Yeah, and then I love how like essentially I'm trying to just make a box that just doesn't have like any land in it. I want like then it's like I'm gonna be losing out on some space. Like so there's nothing really to cover missing land for this.
because of dehydration again. Also, so the thing is that me and BB were actually playing Dune for quite a while. It's like I was playing Dune after I got back from work, roughly, which was roughly around 5 p.m. Got off at 3 a.m. BB came on round about then. And then basically I came back up onto Dune. And then basically, yeah, I just like stayed on until round about 10, 11. But I'm not addicted to Dune. Like I swear, like, I could stop if I wanted to. Do that, and then like originally I was hoping to have basically the kind of I've seen people have like not addicted trust. Yeah, clearly. There would be no reason for me to lie about that. I swear. Do that, and then we do walls, and we do probably. Well, actually, maybe wall on that one. But I don't even know if there's enough space for what I want to do. Like, I'm wondering, like, I might need to actually make a land claim here as well. Essentially, make it from here to hit there. My land claim. Good news is I don't use the in-game currency for much. It's like, actually, while I'm here, I might as well, like, get my character to drink from the machine. And then deposit more blood. Yeah, let's make a land claim. We forget now I've, like, moved the chest around because I was putting in something. Solaris would be in... I think it's one of these ones. But it's just like, in this game, it's like if you need to buy for like resources, it's just not worth it. Like they're so expensive. Blueprint's not as bad. I want this one. Thing is like, I'm basically like this one I already tried to be like flashy with. I'm not paying out for DLC to get like decorative things, and I'm not going out for resources which literally only purpose is to make buildings look pretty. Too much work. Because like I've already got like over 240 hours in Dune. I don't need to increase. Oh, I do need to increase it, but I don't need to increase it doing that. What I want to do is I'm gonna want to switch that. Also, since last time, I've now got a shotgun that does 400 damage. When I was last streaming, I had a shotgun that did 98 damage. I went to the deep desert last night. And then basically, I kind of, well, but I told BB about how my plan for playing Dune last night after I got off and got back on was how I had a delivery at 6 in the morning, like groceries, and I couldn't really get to sleep. So I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll play Dune until I pass out, but I'm going to go to the deep desert to do this. Very dumb idea, but me on like very lack of sleep goes, Very smart, Robert. Yes, you've cracked the code. Let's do that. The area where it's mostly sand. If the worm kills you, you lose everything on you, including any armor, guns, equipment, shield, power packs, all that gone. Uh, yeah, that was well, something I did end up passing out. I passed out in the deep desert, twice actually. One time while I was flying the copter, and then I kind of crash landed into the sand, and then the sound of the worm coming to get me woke me up, and I was like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck!" Oh. And then I basically flew away. And the second time, I kind of like passed out for I think closer to an hour. Uh, and then it was like I think it was like I woke up and I was actually in the main menu, and I thought like shit. I left my copter out in the sandstorm, or I crashed, landed, and the worm got me. Oh, this is gonna be 70 hours worth of like having to get my equipment back. And then BB was like, "Oh, the server had a reset just a bit ago," uh, and then I was like, went back into the game, and luckily I was on solid ground uh, when apparently this reset happened. So I was like, "Well, my copter's slightly damaged from a sandstorm, but beyond that, it's actually pretty fine. Could have been worse." But it was like at that point, I almost like when I woke up on that close to an hour nap. I was there kind of like sort of well. I kind of assumed that I was already fucked and I'd have to redo it all. I was like, fuck it. I guess I'll just sleep for 2 hours or something, and I'll wait for my groceries to come in. And then it's that basically just turned into me going like so. Uh, it's just like I was going to like go off, but I realized like well I was gonna go off then, thinking that I lost everything, and then it was like I was messaging BB about how I passed out while in the deep desert, and he told me what he was doing. I was like, wait, BB's still on Dune, so then I went back on Dune again, and yeah. When I was speaking to BB before heading off, it kind of oh. Should I go? Actually, wait, no. It may have. I see. Things like I got like two different chat views, and one of them doesn't show everything that happens, but like shows me on multiple platforms. Hopefully, that should the ad should end soonish. I now got like so it only does three announcements. One's like a warning, one's the ads, and one for afterwards. Stuff like the Discord stuff, I made it so like if someone tries to do the command for Discord, essentially it's just going to say that they need to be following for at least 30 days on Twitch. I don't actually know a good way of doing that on Kick. Bonjour for anyone who's came back and any like survivors who's emerged from the rubble. But when I woke up, the thing I kind of woke up out of the deep desert, I was like, I was happy everything like wasn't destroyed. So I believe, yeah. This actually reminds me, one of the things I needed to get done was I completely forgot about this. There's also the torch I want to make. Which, to be honest, I probably shouldn't make that. That's gonna be useful. Make my tools last longer. 5. So 5 is what I need. I literally just need one more bar. And I can then upgrade to MK5. I was saying this to BB as well. Cause so when you're making these, right, they have different amounts of water. Like iron takes 25 water, and then you have to then use 50 water. So you're using like 75 per a bar of steel. But then aluminium starts at 200, and you have to use aluminium to make the beryllium, which is 500. So you're already using 700 water just to make one beryllium ingot. And it's just like, yeah. You go into like, yeah. That's 1,250, like 1 liter and 25, 250 milliliters. That's why you need like, but then like, to make that other material, you have to make for that other material. I haven't got to yet. You need a different processor thing, chemical one, to make the fiber thing for it, which a whole lot of extra stuff.